driving to work this morning and really thinking about my life and how I was thinking that the fog is clearing. It's like my life is really coming into more clarity a little bit every day. I've been feeling this clarity happening because of leaning into my gifts and leaning into a new way of resolving old stuff. And I want to take you there with me right now, because as I'm thinking of this metaphor of things getting clearer, I look to the right of the road and see this beautiful, beautiful sight. To see this beautiful sight is so amazing. So it reminds me that I'm using a process called Oracle to set my day, and it includes metaphor. And whenever I see a metaphor like these, like this fog clearing, I use it, I think of it. I'm going to remember this moment for a long time. So I wonder if you could simply just look at the fog clearing, the beautiful sunrise in the morning. When I reset through my sleep the next morning, everything is maybe okay again. Could you consider resetting with me right now? Take a deep breath in with me. Hold it. Hold it as long as you can, and then let it slowly out. Slower. Yes. Do one more deep breath with me, and then I'm going to talk a little bit. Hold the deep breath. Hold it. Look at this beautiful sunrise. Hold it and let it out slowly. The Oracle process dares to do a reset in the body and the mind and the spirit, and that's what this process is right now. Oracle is my access to the divine within me, to a place that I call home, a place that feels embodied, that feels grounded, that feels nurturing and supportive, and all the positive things that I've always wanted home to feel like. I wonder if you could just lean in. I wonder if you could just lean in to the possibility that during this session that we might find home together, whatever that is for you. Please take a deep breath with me as I am. Hold it. Hold it. And while you're doing that, scrunch your face really big. Stick your tongue out, open your eyes, and squeeze and raise your shoulders almost as if there's a string up to the sky. Shoulders back, stretch, pendiculate like you're a cat, and go back to a normal stance. The Oracle process is basically about turning the body on, which we just are doing right now. Taking deep breaths, which activates the vagus nerve and creates parasympathetic nervous activity. It's a reset. So let's do one more deep breath together so that you and I can do this together in this moment. Breathe deeply. And as we look at the fog clearing, just like the fog clearing in our lives, in my life, whatever was bothering me last night, whatever was bothering me a minute ago, I can put it off on the shelf just for a minute. I wonder if you are willing to put that thing off, even though it could be really traumatic for you, upsetting for you. I get it. I have them too. But here's what I found. If I can put the thing off on the shelf just for a minute, please do that right now, whatever that thing is, just for a minute. What's left is this. Home. Yes? Take a deep breath with me. Take a deep breath with me and see if you can find home. That place within you where everything is okay. The place that we wish was here all the time, but it's not. It's fleeting, right? I'm going to repeat some. Oracle is about accessing the divine within me, within you, within all of us. I propose to do it in a daily practice or in trigger resolution. And we do it by turning the body on, which is to pendiculate and stretch. What that does is it activates the muscles in the bodies and oxygenates them. Take deep breaths. The deep breaths cause the parasympathetic nervous system to come online by the vagus nerve. And then we put on the shelf the thing just long enough so that we can get back to basic, to home, to that place that everything is okay. Hopefully that place that you're starting to feel right now. Once I put the thing off on the shelf, then the next step is to merge with the new. I don't know what your new is, but I'll give you my new and then I'll go silent, inviting you to say a few things, and then I'll be silent to invite you to ponder a couple of questions. So once again, take a look, if you're able to look at the screen and look at the fog slowly dissipating. Take a deep breath with me again. Hold it as long as you can. Hold it. Let it out slowly. Today I feel centered. I feel grounded. I feel in my body. Say whatever's true for you. In this moment, I let the fog in my life clear. Slowly clear, to let me bring clarity to my life. I have clarity in my life. And what's really clear in my life is what right now? Take a deep breath and think of what's becoming more clear for you. Hold it. That thing that I put on the shelf that I leave there for just a minute is just like a bubble to give me space to breathe and come back home. So if you would, up at 11 o'clock, look up in the sky like I am right now. Look at 11 o'clock, and that thing that you put on the shelf, put it inside of a bubble, and take a deep breath and blow the bubble up in the air with me. 1, 2, 3, deep breath. Blow the bubble up in the air. Blow the bubble up in the air. That unmerges from the thing long enough to get clarity. So the steps of Oracle are: number 1, make a decision to turn the body on. Take a deep breath. Deep breathing activates parasympathetic nervous activity. 3rd step, put the thing on the shelf. Unmerge from that thing for just a minute. 4th step, meld into something new. Like if you can see in front of me, the beautiful, beautiful mist is going away and it's becoming clear. Meld into this new way. Today I feel joy. Today I feel on purpose. I feel in my body a growing passion. Make a statement starting with I. Something positive that's within grasp, whatever is true. Maybe it's I get out of bed today, whatever that is. Say it now. I what? Keep breathing deeply. And that passion that's rising in me isn't anger, it's passion. Passion for you to get the most out of today, starting with this moment. For me to get the most out of this day, starting with this moment. Because when I teach others to heal, I heal. This video is for me, it's not for you. So I breathe into my healing. One more time, I breathe into my healing. And as I breathe into my healing, and I hold my hand out to you to invite you into your healing. Whoever you are, look into my eyes if you know me. I don't know you right now, who you are listening to this, but I'm looking at you in your eyes. And as we meld together from this place of our bodies turned on, our affirmations turned on, activating the day, turning on, activating all the best parts, turning them on, leaning into a new way of being that's not such a stretch that it feels unattainable, and not so complacent that I feel in a rut. I'm stretching slowly today with you. One more deep breath. Hold the deep breath as long as you can this time. I let go of old patterns that don't serve me. What old patterns do you let go of right now? At the end of this process, in 5 minutes or so, I'm going to feel joy. I'm going to feel on mission. Because I know that this video will be perfect for me when I'm feeling like I'm a little cloudy, a little foggy. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe you know somebody in your life that's just having a foggy time and you want to let them know it's going to be okay. I talked to somebody yesterday who had such a dilemma in their life. They were just so distraught, like I get sometimes, that they couldn't see clearly. So this video is for me so that I can see clearly when it's foggy out. And I can reactivate inside of myself the passion and the remembering that who I am matters. How I be matters. How I center myself in my body matters. Oracle is just a process that dares to rise above the old way of looking at my problems as solvable things. Because here's what I think. Whatever we put on the shelf in the beginning of this video 10 minutes ago, I believe that from this place, this centered, grounded, open-hearted, generative place that I call home, that thing might seem a little different. And here's been my experience leading people through Oracle now for the past few months. About half of the people, once they get home, they forget what the thing was that they put on the shelf. Which really reminds me that most of what upsets me today is probably the same thing that upset me in a different way yesterday. It probably upset me for the last 10 years. So Groundhog Day reminds me it's going to keep coming up to be healed, to loved, to be loved until I just finally do. So in this moment, I let go of old patterns. I welcome the merging and the melding of the new way. So I invite you to begin saying some affirmations, breathing deeply. Perhaps your legs are shoulder width apart. Perhaps your knees are slightly bent, your butt tucked in as mine is. Both my arms are in front of me like I'm holding a medicine ball. My back is slightly curved forward. My eyes are trained directly on this beautiful tree in front of me. Perhaps you're looking at it as well. All of us looking. The only thing different between you and I is space and time. We're both looking maybe at different times. But what I invite you to do is drop into this place that we call home. Maybe you call it your divine. Maybe you call it wisdom. Whatever you call this place, drop in as often as you can by taking a deep breath, turning the body on, putting the thing on the shelf, meld with the new way, anchor the body, build your home. My home is getting remodeled every day in a new way, just a little bit every day. And it feels really nice. Because now I'm building a community of homes by sharing my message with others to just come home. If you know me, I've been a realtor for all of my life, and this is the most rewarding home that I can ever help build or sell, is selling you on the importance of coming home to this community of people who come home. The oneness of community. Oracle is just an access point to what some people call the unified field, the oneness that connects us all. Oracle is just a method to add to your morning practice. You can add it to your prayer. You can add it to anything because it's very specific. Take the thing off of your mind that's stuck there. that's merged with you, and just put it off on the shelf long enough to come home. And when I'm home, when you're home, things are a little different, aren't they? This video is just a welcome back home. Some go to morning practice, some go to prayer, church, some go to yoga session, breath session, many, many different modalities, all wonderful. And there's a part of me that no matter what I do, coming home starts everything. So let's take a deep breath together. Deep, 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 hold it and let it out. I'm going to say some words and invite you to speak back to the camera as you look at the trees and the fog continuing to clear. I find that home is that place in me that I can be safe, loving myself, growing, confident. What does your home feel like? My intention is to load a number of these different daily practices up to YouTube. They'll all be found under Through the Fire, THRU, the Fire, Oracle Daily Practice. There's many different recordings that I have that I'm creating, but they're all designed around the same thing. Come home. Come home. Come back home. Stay home. If this has helped you, please share it with someone else who may be a little foggy in their life or may need a little clarity, direction. Perhaps share it with someone you love, letting them know that this resonated with you, to expose more of yourself to them. Be home with them by sharing vulnerably. Perhaps hit thumbs up or a comment. Come back, subscribe to the channel. Check in with me if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. My information should be on the screen. And together we'll close by one last time taking a deep breath together. Welcome home.